Good day. Warmly welcome into your practice. Yin Yoga for assimilation and integration. According to yoga, the power of assimilation is pretty much in the belly area. So this is where the physical digestion happens, where our body chops the food we put in it and separates the good, the nutritions from the bad, the toxins, and stores the good stuff and puts the bad stuff down into elimination. But also this is where the more subtle digestion and assimilation happens. The belly power is the power of learning from life and digesting life experiences into embodied wisdom, so that we don't just walk around repeating the same patterns and usually the same mistakes, but we can actually make that walk look more like a spiral, upward moving spiral, and learn from our life experiences and grow, keep growing. So some love for the belly with gentle twisting, a really sweet deep belly breathing, always a good idea. And then we will also be leaning onto a balancing breathing exercise called Nadi Shodhana. In Nadi Shodhana, we are breathing in and out through the opposing nostrils. And what yoga and nowadays also modern science says, that the nostrils are connected to the opposing hemispheres or the temples of the brain. So left nostril links to the right brain, and yoga speaks of lunar channel or the feminine, and right nostril links to the left temple or left hemisphere, and the solar channel or the more masculine channel of energy. And bringing these two into balance, we are bringing ourselves into harmony, and in balance, our bodies and minds and hearts function perfectly. So that's the aim today. We will be starting from a seated position with a little bit of Kapalbhati to bring some awareness on the belly area and have a mini cleanse and clearance before we dive into our relatively short yin practice. And after that, after yin and shavasana, I'm going to guide you through Nadi Shodhana breathing exercise. You will need at least one prop, like a bolster or a couch pillow, or maybe blocks if you have any. Just gather all of your yin yoga props close to your mat, and when you are ready to begin, I will meet you in a seated position, elevated spine. So when you are ready, find your seat. Root down through your sitting bones and pelvic floor. Gently stretch higher through the top of your head. Feel your spine elevating, your posture lengthening. Relax your shoulders and arms down, hands resting somewhere on your lap or thighs or knees. Soften your tummy completely, and you can close your eyes. Take a few moments to connect with your natural breathing. Breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, we will start our practice with 2 rounds of Kapalbhati and a round of Nadi Shodhana after each Kapalbhati round. If you are new to Kapalbhati, it's a pretty fierce breathing technique where you are forcefully pumping your navel back with each out breath, and the pace is very rapid. We're gonna take 2 rounds, so you will have some practice if this is a new thing for you to do. Let's start with a deep, regular breath in. Fill your belly with air. And regular breath out. Empty all the air out. Then take half a breath in and start Kapalbhati. Continue on your own. You can find your own pace, but the pace is rapid. Forcefully pump your belly back with each out breath, and the in breath happens almost automatically. You can feel some warmth, some energy starting to cultivate around your torso and especially around the navel center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Bend your right elbow, bring your hand in front of your face, peace fingers inside of palm. Block your right nostril and inhale through the left. Hold the breath in for a few moments in the center, block both nostrils. And exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right channel. Lock it in, block both nostrils. And free the left, exhale through the left channel. Release your arm down, back to your lap. Take a few rounds of regular breath in between cycles. And we will repeat about 30 seconds of Kapalbhati and inhaling through the right this time, exhaling through the left, inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Take a regular breath in, regular breath out. Leave some space for the lungs, breathe halfway in and start Kapalbhati. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Bring your right hand into your face, Vishnu Mudra. Block the left nostril and breathe in through the right. Block both nostrils. And exhale from the left. Breathe in through the left. Hold it in, both nostrils blocked. And breathe out through the right. Release your hand down. Take a few moments for the breath to adjust back into something a little bit more organic, effortless, and easeful. Breath settling back to flowing through both nostrils. And bring your attention into the area of your abdomen. Can you notice Kapalbhati starting to move things inside of you, especially around the belly center? Maybe a new level of sensation, or warmth, or even vibration. And lower your chin down. Gently open your eyelids out first into your own body, and from there lift your gaze back up to the space around you. And then we will continue from supine position. Please move your props to the left side of your mat and lay down flat on your back. You can keep your knees bent, soles of the feet grounded. And take a few moments to settle. The spine usually needs a couple of moments to relax into this flat position. You can rest your hands on your tummy. Nod your chin slightly closer to your chest. Feel the back of the neck lengthening. And when you are ready to move toward our first shape, please bring your feet together and open your knees out to the sides. If you feel any sensation, pressure or rotation around your knees, that's an indication that you need something to support the legs. So please go ahead and place some props under your thighs and knees. We are looking for absolutely no sensation around the knees. You can also see how it feels to you to slide your heels slightly further away from the hips, or maybe bring them closer to the hips. Take a moment to find a shape that works for your unique body in this unique moment. And once you have found that shape, you can soften your gaze toward your inner world again. With a really gentle effort, please begin to shape your breath toward something slightly smoother and deeper, as if you were trying to send your in-breaths toward your lower belly and even your pelvis. Also empty the out-breath from the navel. You can gently pull your navel back to your spine toward the end of each out-breath. Without forcing, try to shape the breath to run as smoothly and seamlessly as possible. Belly rising with each in-breath and sinking back in with each out-breath. And your chest and upper body staying relatively still. Equal belly breathing, meaning a breath where you are shaping your inhales and exhales to happen from the navel area, from the abdomen, as smoothly and seamlessly as possible. Equal inhale and equal exhale is called samavritti, and it's incredibly balancing and soothing for the nervous system. Once you feel like you got hold onto deep belly breathing and samavritti, you can relax your breath of all control. Let it set back into its organic and effortless rhythm of moving. And I'm going to hand the power of your breath and of your well-being and happiness to you, and ask you to keep returning to this practice, keep returning to deep abdominal breathing and samavritti, equal breath, every time in your practice when you feel like you are in need of support, every time you feel like you are in need of safety and calm inside of you. Just come to shaping your breath toward this manner. And we'll slowly start to release the shape. Please bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and carefully lift your knees together. You can rest your knees in and slide the feet toward the outer edges of the mat. Resist moving too much. And if the low back feels completely happy and content, you can also try to straighten the legs toward the back of the mat. Now take a moment to rest in a neutral spine. Moment of stillness, moment of not doing but simply being. And to the best of your ability, stay present to your breath moving inside of you. Keep your awareness turned inwards. Okay, then please bring your feet to bridge setup, so knees bent and your feet hip width distance apart, soles of the feet grounded. From here, bring your right ankle on top of the left knee and flex the ankle. So you have a 90-degree angle in your right ankle. If you already find a gentle stretch, increased sensations around your right side buttocks, that's perfect. You can stay here. If you don't feel much yet, you can bring both thighs closer to your tummy and see if it's possible to interlace your fingers either behind the left hammy or left shin. In all cases, head and shoulders remain relaxed and grounded to the earth underneath you. You can always place some extra support and elevation under the head. Soften your jaw. Relax the space in between your eyebrows. Consciously leaning away from contraction. And then come back to your breath. Come back to observing the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen. Can you get really curious about the breath? Track the in-breath moving all the way from the space outside of you, through your nostrils down into your torso and tummy, and filling the space inside of you. And follow the out-breath as it exits your body. The lungs empty, and your breath runs out back into the space outside of you. So the inhale is very nourishing by nature. And the out breath, as it empties, is a perfect invitation to let go, to soften and surrender. Let's have a couple more cycles of breath here. And then we will release straight toward a supine twist. So please release your left leg down, extend the left foot toward the back of the mat and hug your right knee in toward your chest. You can rest left hand on the right knee and relax right arm to the side of the body, either cactus or the letter shape. Take a deep breath in toward the abdomen in the center. And exhale, twist right knee to the left side of your body. You might need to reorganize the hips and slide your left hip a little bit more underneath the right one. You should have some props on the left side of your body to replace your knee and ankle and shin on. So rather than trying to reach the earth on the left side with your right knee, bring the earth a little bit closer to the level where you can keep both of your shoulders, also the right shoulder blade, nice and grounded to the earth. Gaze facing up toward the sky, or option to twist all the way up to the neck by turning your face to the right hand direction. Chest open. As the body breathes in, you can feel your tummy rising toward your right inner thigh. As the body breathes out and you allow yourself to empty, you can feel your navel sinking back in, closer to the back body. A couple more cycles of breath for this side, please. Next in breath, find your way back to the center, back to neutral spine, either knees bent, soles of the feet grounded, or legs straightened. Moment to listen, to receive, to curiously observe. Can you notice differences between the right and left side of the body? Perhaps the right side body feels a little bit more open, internally spacious and alive. Okay, let's even this situation out. Please bring the soles of the feet to the ground, ankles directly underneath the knees. Lift your left ankle on top of the right knee and flex the ankle. That's a safety rule. Either stay here and continue breathing toward your left side buttocks, or hug both knees in toward the chest and interlace the fingers either in between the hammy and calf or the shin of the right leg. If you hug your legs in, make sure that this does not give rise to any unnecessary tension around your shoulders and arms. So pay attention to your facial muscles and your jaw. And then come back to meditating on your breath. Being aware of your breath moving inside of you helps you to, first of all, continue internalizing your awareness and keeping your attention and perception turned inwards. But it will also help you to anchor into your body, bring awareness from the mental plane toward the plane of the physicality, and also help you to stay present in the here and now, rather than wandering into the thought land somewhere in the future or perhaps in the past. And every time you feel like you could need some extra support, some extra love, some extra nourishment and encouragement to relax toward stillness and silence, you can come back to deepening your breath toward deep abdominal breathing. The stillness and slowing down is such a simple concept, such a simple medicine, but simple doesn't always equal to easy. And some days all we have is resistance towards slowing down and being still. And that's okay, that's also part of the practice. But it's completely in your own power to affect and change the way you are feeling. We'll have a couple more cycles of breath to this side. Inhale to nourish. Exhale to let go. Then carefully release your right leg toward the back of the mat and hug left knee in toward the chest. Right hand on left knee, left arm relaxed to the side of your body. Take a breath in the center, belly rising. And exhale, twist left knee to the right side of your mat. You'll maybe need to move the props. Support your left knee, ankle and shin so much that you can keep left shoulder nice and grounded and relaxed to the mat. You can keep your head where it is or turn your chin toward your left shoulder. Collarbones broad, belly relaxed, gently rising toward the left inner thigh every time your body breathes in. And falling back in toward the back body every time your body breathes out. And the more you can relax, the more you will come to see that the breath quite naturally and very easily transforms toward deeper and smoother belly breathing. A few final cycles of breath for this side, please. With your next breath in, untwist, come back to the center. Knees bent or legs straight. Neutral spine. Pause. Observe, how does symmetry feel like? How does being in center, centered, feel like? Okay, please hug both knees in, thighs toward your tummy. Feel the low back and sacrum compressed toward earth underneath you. And if it feels good, you can gently rock your knees from side to side. And then, in your own timing, through one side or another, roll all the way up toward hands and knees. You can sit back onto your heels. We'll continue with child's pose, and we will be using a gentle belly compression if that suits you. If you happen to be pregnant or bleeding, or you have any funny belly stuff going on, I would advise to just take a regular, maybe wide-kneed child's pose and lean away from any compression for the belly. If you want to join me for belly compression child's pose, you can either take your fists, thumbs in and other fingers wrapped around the thumbs, and place your fists in the soft part of your tummy, so below the navel, both sides of the lower abdomen. Or you can also place a folded blanket, or if you happen to have a sandbag or something like that, you can bring it into your lap. And from here we will lean on toward child's pose. You can let the compression, either your fists or the sandbag or folded blanket, to sink into the soft tummy. Make sure that the tummy is completely relaxed. If possible, try to relax your forehead to the earth. You can also place some support for the forehead if it doesn't quite reach all the way down to the ground. Also, if you have plenty of space in between your bum and heels, you can slide a prop to support your hips. The more you can support yourself in these poses, the easier it is for your body to eventually relax and soften. And come back to your breath. Let each in-breath fill your tummy. Gentle compression of the abdomen. Especially if you have that compression there and you come back to deep abdominal breathing. you will come to see that you're really giving a beautiful massage to all of that important stuff in your belly, the inner organs and the bowels. And also because your tummy doesn't have that much space to expand forward, it will be expanding backwards, and you're also massaging your lower back and the kidneys, other important stuff in the backside of your tummy. And if there is sensation arising, maybe slight discomfort, or just thought and emotion, as long as it's not sharp pain or numbing of any of your body parts, you can stay witness to all that comes up, all that wants to unfold. This is part of integration and assimilation. To stay present to all the stuff that comes up without reacting, without attaching to them, without rejecting it or ignoring it. You can stay witness to all of you. Couple more cycles of breath in your child's pose. Then carefully release. Maybe bring your hands to the earth and use your hands to assist your way out of the shape back to vertical spine. Take your bolster, place it a long way to the front of your mat. Come into a seated position over your right side bum. So your right sitting bone remains grounded, and you can think of aligning your thigh bone to the front edge of your mat. Left hip and sitting bone probably lifts off the floor. We will come into a twisted deer. And you can do whatever you like with your legs. They can be bent or less bent. Bring your hands to the both sides of your prop and align your chest as well to the front of the mat. Take a breath in, think of space through the spine. And exhale, start to lower down. You can either keep on holding some weight on your forearms and elbows, or if it's possible to fully relax your tummy and chest on the prop, go ahead and do that. Turning your right cheek to the prop is a little bit more gentle for the neck. Turning the left cheek toward the prop is a full spectrum twist for the neck as well. It's really not advised to dive all in and find maximum stretch and maximum shape, but rather find your edge for today and then lean away and stay somewhere between 60 and 70% of your edge, and that will be perfect. And one really major point to consider when it comes to assimilation and digestion is that it can only happen in the state of deep relaxation. In the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the state of rest and digest, is named after digestion because this is the mode we need to be in for the body to realize that, okay, now it's time to focus on assimilation and digestion. Please nourish yourself with 3 more unrushed breaths in and out for this side. Press your hands to the floor and carefully straighten your spine back to an upright position. Then you can find your way to the second side, maybe just rolling around through the back of your mat, rooting down through your left side bum and aligning the thigh bone with the front edge of your mat. Bring your hands to both sides of the prop. Stretch your heart toward the front of the mat. Take a breath in. And exhale to begin to lean forwards. Lower down in your own timing. Either resting part of your weight over the shoulders, elbows and forearms, or if possible, soften your entire upper body toward the prop. And if you have a thinner bolster than I'm having here, or you would just like it to be a little bit higher, nothing stops you from getting creative and maybe placing a few more pillows on top of your prop, making it a little bit higher. Breath as an anchor into your body and into the here and now. And when you are grounded in your body, it's also easier for you to stay in the role of quiet, curious observer to all that arises. It's easier to stay the witness to those ever fluctuating thoughts and emotions and sensations. Few final cycles of breath. And press your palms down to the mat. Slowly and carefully find your way into a seated position. We will close the asana practice with one more forward fold, symmetrical one. So when you are ready, please bring your feet to a butterfly shape, soles of the feet together. If you like, you can grab the feelings of your bum and pull them backwards. Try to find a really nicely rooted seat and sit on your pelvic floor rather than tailbone. Again, completely up to you how close or far you want to bring the heels from the hips. Bring hands to shins or knees. Take a breath in and lengthen your spine. And exhale, hinge forwards from the hips. Try to keep the front body open as well, so chest and collarbones open and belly relaxed to ensure that there is space for the breath to really move. If everything is okay in your spine, you can allow it to evenly round. Relax your arms somewhere where they organically relax into either on top of your feet or maybe underneath your shins. If you feel like you need some support for the upper body or the head, feel free to use your props. If the neck feels tense, you can now roll your head from side to side a couple of times and see if you can release that tension with some conscious movement. Similarly with the jaw, if you have a tendency to grind your teeth together, you can now bring a small space of air in between your upper and lower row of teeth and slide your upper and lower jaw zigzag one side to other. Not a single muscle that requires contraction. You can allow every single part of your body to surrender to gravity, to become soft, to gradually open. Feel the in-breath flooding in through your nose, traveling down your belly, filling your insides, especially on the backside of your lungs and tummy. Feel each out-breath being an act of release, of surrender. A couple more moments. And slowly, slowly start to release bone by bone, stack the vertebrae above one another. Head being the last to rise. Bring your hands to your knees and lift your knees together. Either hug your knees in and curl your spine forwards, or lean back with your hands and lift your heart up toward the sky. And then it's time for a little bit of final relaxation, Shavasana. Please get comfortable. Prop yourself up for deep relaxation. If your low back feels like it needs some support, you can place your prop underneath your knees. Rest back into supine position. If the head needs support, place a folded blanket or a thin pillow underneath the head. You can try sliding the shoulder blades closer together and down your spine behind your back. Neck long. Good amount of space in between your shoulders and earlobes. You can let go of all doing. If you haven't done that already, now would be a really good time to also let go of all the roles of your daily life, all the obligations and responsibilities. They will await you, but now for the final moments of your practice. Let go of everything unnecessary. And take this moment of rest now offered to you. Shavasana. Very gently you can start to deepen your breath. As you allow your breath to gradually deepen, in similar manner, you can also gradually start to introduce some gentle movement into your body, turning the head from side to side, massaging the back of the head to the earth underneath, moving fingers and toes, rolling ankles and wrists in your own unique way. Allow those stretches to grow. You can find your way onto one side or another and curl into a tiny, safe little ball in fetal position. in your own timing, with minimal effort, make your way up to a seated position, upright spine, for final pranayama. Take a moment to anchor into your seat. Let your hips become heavier and soften into your meditation seat again, rooting down through the sitting bones and pelvic floor. And gently, simultaneously stretching higher through the crown of the head. Tall spine. Soften shoulders, relax your arms down. Also soften your tummy, also the lower tummy. Chest open and relaxed. Reconnect with your breath. For a few rounds, come back to samavritti, equal breathing. So inhale and exhale equally long. Inhale nourishes and fills you up. Exhale supports emptying and letting go. Now take your dominant hand, bend the elbow, bring the hand in front of your face and fold the peace fingers inside the palm. You can now place your thumb over other nostril and ring finger, the fourth finger, over the other one. Take a regular breath in through both channels. Regular breath out through both channels. Block the right nostril and breathe in through the left. Block left, open right, and exhale through the right channel. Inhale right. Exhale left. This was one round of Nadi Shodhana. Continue on your own. Inhale through the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Keep going. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. As soon as you have had an understanding of shifting the fingers and shifting the nostrils, you can come back to practicing samavritti inside of Nadi Shodhana. You can count your breath, for example 4 with each in-breath and 4 with each out-breath. Or if you can make it a little bit longer, inhale for 6 and exhale for 6. Bringing in breath count with equal breath helps to balance the nervous system even more. Like Nadi Shodhana is balancing practice in nature, but playing with the breath ratios, we can take it to either direction or take it toward even more centering and balancing. An equal breath is always centering and balancing. Complete the round you are on, and after that take one more full cycle, ending your last out breath from the left channel, left nostril. After your final round, relax both hands back to your lap and allow the breath to adjust. Settle back into a slightly more organic and easeful rhythm, moving in and out through both nostrils. You can release control of your breath completely. Allow it to become as effortless and easeful as possible. Left and right channel of the body, left and right hemispheres of the brain in perfect balance. Body, mind and heart aligned. I'm gonna let you continue sitting in silence and stillness for as long as it feels good. And when you are ready to close your practice, please do it in a way that feels organic to you. Thank you for your trust and presence. Namaste.